All right, so the purpose of this video is to just give you an overview of some of the mechanics of the class. So first point is I don't use Blackboard. Everything runs through Schoology, which is another learning management system like Blackboard. It just has a number of advantages and features that I think work better, so that's why I use it. Okay, so this is Blackboard, and you're going to see the course that you're taking shown up here. And then there's various sections that I'm going to walk you through. So in the materials section, this is the main, like the filing cabinet for the course. You have the startup folder. So this is that startup checklist that you were supposed to have done when you first, when I emailed you to ask you to do a few things to start the course. There's a link to the syllabus here, and that's done in Notion, which is a software tool that we're going to learn this semester, this term. And then there's the summer schedule that we're working on. It's tentative at this point, so this is a Word document that I might make changes to. But I want you to be aware that over here on the right, you have a calendar for the course that you can click on, and that'll show you what's going on. It'll show you when your projects are due. So the way I'm going to run it is I'm going to try to, this will have when your projects are due. And as I get stuff developed and plugged in, it'll flesh out on here. But if you want to look ahead and see what's coming up that I don't have on here yet, that's where you can use the this summer schedule. And again, it'll change as I tweak it, but it should give you a pretty rough or a pretty clear sense of what's going to happen when. One other thing to note here is if you click on this refresh upcoming, it's from right here you can see what's due on different days, right? So here are the projects. These are the first two things that you need to turn in on Tuesday. Okay, I'm also going to post all the lecture slides that I use so that you can have those as you're watching any of the lecture videos. And then the lecture videos, it's just going to be a YouTube channel, and there's a link to that right here. So that's some of the core stuff in the course. There's also this key tools section. So one of the things that we're doing is you're having to set up different kinds of accounts. Sometimes I'll have some of those instructions here. Other times they'll be kind of built into the project itself. And then there's various guides and how-to stuff I have here. And then there's some random resources that are here. Okay, and then the projects folder, again, I'm moving stuff in and updating it, but the projects that I have set up right now are here. And I want to have you note this notation at the end tells you how much it's worth. So overall, in the course, you're going to have 70% of your grade is going to be based on just these projects that you turn in. 20% will come from 2 quizzes, each worth 10%. And then there's 10%, which is engagement, which is like you answering people's questions or you bringing resources to my attention. But anything to show that you're engaged in the class will get you those points. But the projects are weighted either 1, 2, or 3. So if it's rated 1, that's just going to count once. If it's rated 2, it'll count double. And if it's rated 3, it'll count triple. So a lot of stuff will be at 2 just in the middle. But I adjust that based on how much work a project entails. Okay, look at my list here. Some other handy features. What Schoology has is an updates section where I'm going to email you, but in essence, it'll show up here. And so you'll get it. If you've set up your notifications like I asked you to, you will get it both in your Winthrop email. It'll go push there, but you'll get all the updates I send you will be posted in here as well. So that way, if you miss something, you know you can come back and see it. You've got your gradebook here, and that shows the different people. Sorry, you're not going to see the gradebook, but you can check your grades in this section. And everyone that signed up for the class, I will be able to see here. And just periodically go through and make sure that your grades look like what you think they should be. And if you have a question about something, you can just email me. Okay, and then let me hit these two things that you should have done in your initial setup. But one, you want to make sure that you have the time zone set to the right location. So it should be American New York. Otherwise, the time stuff for due will be off, and you'll get confused by that. Also, in the notification section, you want to have some stuff turned on there. So if a course update is posted, yours should be turned on. Mine's set to off because I'm usually the one that's posting it. Actually, I think I tried to change this. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, scratch that. That was just my error. But you want to have these things posted here, or these things turned on. At least these two, and then down here below for personal, that you can receive personal messages. That way I can email you from within Schoology, and it'll show up in your Winthrop email. You can turn all these on, but these are at least the ones I definitely want you to have on, so that stuff will get pushed to your Winthrop email. Okay, so those are the two things you need to set up in the settings. Get back to materials here. And then just a few more things to note. I'm going to probably use this video in other sections of this class. So right now there's a summer schedule here. In the future that might change, that might not be there, and there might be other little discrepancies, but in general these are the components of the course and how it works. Okay, so let me clarify another thing. So in the projects here, when you click on it, sometimes the projects will be explained right here on this page. Other times it links you to a document that'll have a whole bunch of projects explained, so you just click there. When you're ready to submit, there's going to be a box over here that says submit, and that's where you'll typically turn stuff in. There's a few things that you don't submit through Schoology, but this is basically where you do a lot of that. Okay. Few more notes. If in the projects that you're looking at here, if I have something in the title that says like such and such, and then in capital letters, not ready, that means I don't want you to start it yet because I might tweak something. But if it doesn't say not ready, you can be confident it's ready to go, and you can go ahead and start on it. There's also just so you know, I need to move this. Hold on, give me a second. Let me fix this. Okay, and then so I had not put this where it was supposed to be, but there's a project discussion board. If you have questions about a project or you're not sure how to do something, you can post it here, and then other students can respond to you. They might be faster than me, and that kind of helps on your engagement grade if you're doing that. And then I can also respond, but that way everybody can see my response. If you have a personal issue that's not related to what other people might be able to tell you, just email me directly. Don't post it here. Okay, then let me just quick hit a few policies. These are all in the syllabus. So remember, the syllabus is here in the startup section. But one, really want you to stay on track. So work is due when it's due. If it's 1 day late, it's 5 points off. 2 days late, it's another 5 points off. After that, it won't be accepted, and it's a 0. And the zeros really hurt you. So please turn stuff in. Turning something in that's crappy is way better than not turning in anything. So just remember that. On a lot of these projects, they take multiple steps, or you might hit a roadblock. So I really encourage you to start early on them and don't leave them to the last minute. So if you leave stuff till 10 p.m. and it's due at midnight, I am going to be asleep by then. So you're kind of on your own. But if you start stuff early and you hit a roadblock, you can post stuff to that discussion board, and I or other people can help you. My office hours for the summer version of the class, it's going to be roughly 9 to 11. every day I'll generally be available. There might be some exceptions in then, but I'm pretty flexible. So most any day I'll be able to meet with you. So just email me, and then if we want to hop on Zoom or talk by phone or just do it through email, however works best for you. If you're taking this during the regular semester, I'll have my regular office hours posted in the syllabus. You can just follow those. As a rule, I much prefer email to texts. If you want to text me quick and say, "Hey, Dr. Sin, do you have a second to chat?" That's totally fine. But if you give me something like, "Hey, I need to do this," or "I need to do that," or you want help on something, and there's several steps, so there's a lot of information, I do not like keeping track of stuff in a text chain. I much prefer to have it on email, because then I can quickly type and I can explain stuff better. So if you have something that's really timely and you need to get a hold of me quickly, texting is fine. But if it's something that can wait 24 hours, email's better. So it's not that I don't mind being bothered by the text. It's like I don't like keeping track of information there, because I can't type, I can't put in references to things as easy as I can as if I'm at my computer. Okay, let me pause just for a second here and see if there's anything I forgot. All right, that's it. I hope that gives you kind of a sense of the lay of the land. And obviously, if you have questions, don't hesitate to email me, and I will get you straightened out and help you out. Okay, thanks so much.